Eternal God, our Father, we come before you this day with thanksgiving in our hearts. Lord, we just thank you for the privilege of being here for this purpose. We thank you for our great leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who devoted his life to making a better world for us all to live in. We thank you, Lord, for the time that he had with us. We thank you for his contributions. We stop now here at this point, Lord, and just remember everything that was done in his name. We ask you now to give us peace, help us to carry out his purposes, and help us, Lord, to get through this day. This is my prayer in the name of the Father, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ms. Brown. I certainly appreciate it. How's everyone doing this morning?
Good.
Very good. I'm so happy to see so many smiling faces and happy to be here. I'd like to give a special thanks to our volunteers, Miss Kimora, Alexis, and Tyler. You know, we have to train our children in the way they should go. So I'd like to give a special thanks to our volunteers. And for other young students over here that got up this morning to join us for this special program, thank you. I'd like to thank our Roselle Bravis, our Chief Muka, for coming out, and our captain for coming out this morning. I certainly appreciate it. Before we get started, I'd just like to acknowledge Mayor Danzaro, our council members, Council President Kim Shaw, the 2nd Ward, Fourth Ward, Carla Walker, 2nd Ward, Councilman Sam Bishop, the 5th Ward, our Councilman at Large, Reverend Bishop Atkins. He couldn't be here today, and he's Auburn. So thank you guys for coming out. Okay, so first we'll have Anaya Carr, or Mayor, you want to come up first? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll let the Mayor come up. And then after Mayor Danzaro, we'll have Assemblyman Holly speak. Thank you so much.
Is the Assemblyman here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let you speak first.
Yes.
I am just so grateful to be here today. I'm going around this whole district. We got about 6 events today. But that attributes to a man who just embarked on all of us. And I would not be standing here before you today had it not been for the struggle that Dr. Martin Luther King and others set forth for me to be here as the youngest mayor and first African-American state assemblyman to ever represent this district. I know it wouldn't have been possible without Martin Luther King. And as I look at my elders here to my left and to my right, I want to just say thank you, because you were those that paved the way for all of us here today to represent you. So on this wonderful day, I just want to thank you so much for being here for one and celebrating such a wonderful life right here in the borough of Roselle here with Martin Luther King. I want to thank the mayor, the council, the Department of Recreation for continuing that legacy and ensuring that we do not forget the wonderful work that this man and others have done. So again, God bless you all, and all of you have a wonderful 2017. God bless you.
Thank you.
And give it up for this man. He turned 90 years old.
Exactly. And we partied yesterday with him, so God bless you. And I'll tell you, he out-partied all of us. So
The first time.
just bear with me for 1 minute. This is very important to me. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for being here. You see me wearing all these buttons, okay? When you reach almost 70, you have a lifetime of, if you're an advocate and fighting for things, and you morph over the years to understand how important it is to have a voice and to not be silent. So I just jotted down a few notes about that, and I think particularly now in the United States of America, more than ever before, this is important. I was 21 years old when Dr. King was murdered. I can't even describe the shock and the pain that this horrendous terroristic act left on the world. I had been inspired, like so many other young people, by Dr. King to raise my voice in protest against the Vietnam War and to speak out against racism and injustice. I still have the anti-war sign I carried in the March for Peace, a symbol my children won't allow me to throw away, although worn and old. I love my country, but I would be lying if I didn't tell you on that terrible day I hated America. As a young person, I felt betrayed and lied to. The America I had believed in, that inspired the Constitution that all men are created equal, vanished in that moment. I knew and understood that our country was filled with words about freedom and equality, but did not live by them. Not for Black Americans or for women. I knew and recognized the inequities that existed, but until folks started to oppose them, fighting against injustice, the world slept through it untouched by the pain and the suffering of those around us. It's a harsh reality that an incredible person such as Dr. King had to lose his life so young, fighting for justice and equality for all people. But as I reflect on the devastation of the loss of such a man, I have to remember he was a husband and a father, and however painful his loss has been to us, it's unimaginable of what it meant to his family. There are so many of his speeches and famous quotes that are repeated in his honor, all of which have moved and taught us about hope, faith, and action. So as I approach my 70th year, I know I have been changed by many things, including the teachings of this unique and wonderful man. The brash 21-year-old who hated America and felt betrayed has, through Dr. King's true spirit of hope, faith, and action, believes now that we can and we will achieve the dream one day that all men and women and children throughout the world will be equal and free as God meant it to be, spoken through one of the most profound orators of our time, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Bless Dr. King, his family, and let's continue to fight for the dream and its reality. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like to call up our council president, Kim Shaw, for a few words.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning. So I will be very brief. I think that it's really important that we recognize that today is a day of service. Today is about giving of yourself in a way that benefits your community. And it doesn't have to be a tangible thing. It can be just benefiting people who are in need of spiritual benefit. So, you know, let's do a little bit of church and just turn to your neighbor and just say, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for what you do for the community. Just say good morning to each other. There we go. There we go. So, Dr. King, in a sermon that he gave just a couple of months before he died, he talked about being a drum major. He talked about what it means to really live a life of purpose. And what he said was he doesn't want to be remembered as this person who won all of these awards and did all these great things. He just wanted to be remembered as a person who loved, who tried to help others who were in need, who tried to fight for justice and peace for all people. He just wanted to be remembered for being a man of God, a man of faith, a man of family. And so on this day, let us try to reflect those values in our own lives. Let us try to always reach out and make sure that our neighbors have, you know, when they're in need, and make sure that we are always trying to just uplift one another. So thank you for being here with us this morning. I'm so excited for the rest of the day's activities. I know a lot of us have other things that we're going to be doing in terms of service to the community, and just thank you so much for sharing your morning with us.
Thank you, Madam President. At this time, I would like to call Anaya Carr, and she's a member of the Concrete Rose Project. And I commend her for coming out today. I'm the mother of a teenager also, So when they're giving up their time for a day of service, that's a great thing. So let's give her a warm welcome.
So, again, hi, I'm Anaya, and I'm a representative of Concrete Bros. And first, I just wanted to thank Donna for telling me that this program was going on. Okay, this will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the courageous slopes of California.
Great job. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to call up our 5th Ward Councilman, Sam Bishop, to say a few words.
And thank you all so much for being here. This is such a special day. There's not too much I can add based on what everyone else has said, but you know, Dr. Martin Luther King was just an unbelievable person, and I think somebody spoke about his humility and his humbleness. And that's the thing that I really take from Martin Luther King. I was very blessed in a way that I had an aunt that worked with him. And I actually physically met him, but I was probably like the age of my granddaughter there, so I don't really remember it. But one of the things that my Aunt Georgia always said that stood out about Martin Luther King with her is his humility and how down to earth he was. I mean, he could sit around and play a game of poker and bid whiz. They used to sit around and do all the things that we do. And we look at these folks as icons, and we put them up on these pedestals, not realizing that they're human beings. And that's one of the things that I really take from Dr. Martin Luther King was his humbleness. And I know she said one time, she said to me, she said, you know, we name a lot of streets and boulevards and schools after Martin Luther King. And she said, that's not really what he was about. Martin Luther, she said, if he was here today, he would say, don't worry about naming a school after me. You go out and serve your community, and maybe one day they'll name a school after you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
At this time, I'd like to call up Councilwoman Carla Walker just to say a few words. And then we'll get ready for closing and our flag raising ceremony.
Good morning. I wasn't prepared for this, but I just want to say, I want to piggyback off of Assemblyman Holly when he says thank you. I know you guys hear these young kids around here talking about the struggle is real. We don't know nothing about no struggle. We don't know what struggle is, so I too want to thank you for paving the way for me to sit in that seat right there. Thank you. Love you guys and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Councilwoman Walker. One of my favorite quotes from Dr. Martin Luther King is, the time is always right to do what is right. And I live by that quote. I encourage everyone to do the right thing. Do the right thing all the time. Just think about, am I doing the right thing? My council members, we always strive to do the right thing, and that's a good model to live by. You know, Martin Luther King, his leadership and demonstration of nonviolence not only helped the people in the South, but it also inspired others around the world. We all should try to live in peace, and that's why I have this big peace sign on my shirt today. So peace to everyone, God bless, and thank you so much for coming. Are we ready? We can head outside for our flag raising ceremony. Overcome.
Abraham Clark High School tomorrow at 6:30 to 8 o'clock. There's going to be a beautiful musical tribute to unity and love in honor of Martin Luther King. The children, the interschool choir, and other guest singers will be there. So please come. We look forward to it. I think it's going to be a wonderful event. And thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Everyone that's going to the